We teamed up with our buddy Jack and Leah. They have a, it's a really great idea, and I would highly recommend suggesting this to anybody, but they got themselves a wood chipper, and then they created kind of a co-op where everyone could buy into using that chipper whenever they wanted to. So you buy a share of the chipper. And we're doing that today, so we don't have to invest in, you know, probably $300–400 in a chipper. We can probably spend a quarter of that or 10% of that, and then we have it whenever we need it, and everybody has it. So that way, you know, maybe 10 families are sharing this chipper instead of 10 chippers having to be bought. It's a really smart idea. Highly recommend it. So today's the big chipping day. I've been dragging down all of this stuff from the area. A lot of dead brush. It's the end of winter here, but just a lot of dead brush that people don't clean up, and I'm probably the only person in Paradise Valley that's taking dead brush out of people's yards. But it's really good because we're going to chip all this stuff up and just use it to kind of cover over the main part of the food forest, and then the around the veggie patch and the citrus grove that needs a lot more mulch around, like the pathways. So we're gonna get that going, and we've definitely got a lot of stuff. I mean, look how, I mean, this is obviously some nasty stuff. We got a lot of thorns on here, but when we chip it all up, it's gonna be really nice to walk on. Planted an Indian fig, prickly pear cactus yesterday. This is a beauty. It's gonna be about 15 feet tall, they say, and takes full sun, which is good, and it doesn't need a lot of water, so it's one of the more low maintenance plants that we've got. I'd like to just keep planting more and more of these things around here because we don't have to worry about watering them, and people can go on vacation and no stress, you know. So I'm gonna go over to the feed store and get a big bale of alfalfa to use for some mulch as well, and then we're gonna be ready to rock. Let's go check out the chickens because it's morning, so we should definitely have some eggs now. I've realized that they probably lay around 8 or 10 p.m. a.m. 8 or 9 a.m. and I built these steps. It's so much easier to get up here now. We don't have these cinder blocks, so they're always excited for us to come in and say hello, and then we'll let them out pretty quick so they can start ranging. Well, little Coco, this is the most popular box. They pretty much all lay in here, and Coco is doing her thing right now. So there's probably 5 other eggs under her right now. I'll check the side boxes, but usually, you see how much they poop? You see how much they poop? We are glorified bathroom attendants. That's all it is. Picking up poop. No eggs. No eggs. Okay. I'll come back after they're done, and we'll go. And we've been letting the boys in, and they're getting very comfortable with the chickens now, and they're not aggressive, and it's really worked out. I mean, we don't fully trust them yet because instincts can kind of kick in, and they might try and take a nip at one of them, but it's been a really positive experience so far, and it's good to get them acclimated because we would really like them to be... Oopsie, don't go out. Oh shit, I gotta grab her. Sorry guys, I gotta set the camera down before she jumps, because she's gonna want to jump. Prudence, no, come on girl. Not yet, I gotta go. Come here, girl. Come on, it's okay, it's okay. I'll be right back. We just want to make sure the boys aren't around, especially all 3, because it's like little kids. When you get them in groups, mischievous things will happen. But by themselves, much. They behave so much better. It's like different animals. It's crazy. But yeah, check out this Dancy mandarin we planted. We planted this right around New Year's, and it's one of our most beautiful trees, and it's just really going to fill in this thing right next to the driveway. And we've got a good canopy of mesquite here to give a little bit of shade, not too much, because we want the citrus to get as much light as it can. But so I'm gonna run to the store and we'll get this stuff going. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. One thing that we've really realized is that using alfalfa as a mulch compared to straw. Ooh, I just see a Christmas tree right here. There's another Christmas tree. Ooh, Christmas trees. I'll mulch those up. It's gonna be a big mulching day. Alfalfa. Two things I like about it compared to straw, and I've used a lot of straw, but I've realized that straw can tend to blow away a little easier if you've got an exposed garden where the wind is hitting it pretty well. It's kind of flaky and loose, and it will be taken by the wind a lot quicker than alfalfa, because alfalfa's kind of, there's something about it where it's just a little more intertwined and kind of dense. I don't know how to explain it, but we'll show you. And it kind of like wraps itself together and it doesn't go anywhere. That's the one thing. The second thing is that it's full of nutrients. Straw is kind of empty. Straw is like the remnants of after they harvest oats or whatever it may be. Usually it's oat straw, I believe. That's it, you know, and there's not, it's just kind of golden. There's not much going on there. There's a lot of carbon for the worms to feed on, but there's not a lot of nitrogen and other things, unlike alfalfa. So what we do now is maybe every month or so we'll buy a bale of alfalfa and then just spread it all over the chicken coop, and that way they'll continue to pick at it, and then they'll process it, poop all over, and at the end of the month we scrape it all up and then spread it on top of the garden, and then that way we're getting chicken poop and alfalfa. So it's a lot of goodies. And yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. That's where I'm going right now. We're gonna go get some alfalfa, and we're gonna visit our friends Jack and Leah afterwards. It's gonna be a busy day today. A little bump coming up. Hold on. Ugh.